Pay-as-you-go workers' compensation. What is it and why does your business need it? So pay-as-you-go workers' compensation, that is a billing method that has been created for workers' compensation policies. The way it works, you input your payroll expenses for the pay period, whether that's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever the case might be. You input that and your premium adjusts in real time. So how does this differ from traditional workers' comp billing? So traditionally, workers' compensation would have the premium estimated upfront. So based on what your estimate of your payroll would be the next 12 months, that's what they charged you in premium. If you estimated your payroll to be $100,000 for the next 12 months, well, they rated your policy and charged you accordingly. Now, the problem with the traditional billing is that many times we would see workers' compensation premiums are going to be, or the payroll, I should say, would be underestimated. So, for instance, a contractor would estimate $100,000 in payroll, and it would end up being $150,000. So what happens in those situations when the payroll is underestimated, the business owner or company gets hit with a huge premium increase at the end of their term that's due right away. So in some cases it can be just a few $1,000s, and in many cases it can be upwards of $10,000 to $20,000 of additional premium that's due, and that's due right away. So how does the pay-as-you-go option help? Well, like I was explaining, pay-as-you-go, you input your payroll expenses and your premium adjusts in real time. So if this month you have more payroll expenses than you had anticipated on having, you're going to go ahead and pay for that on your next month's bill, and you're going to avoid accruing additional premium over the course of the policy. If your payroll is less than what you had anticipated, well, your next bill is going to be reduced, and you're going to go ahead and get your premium back on that instead of overpaying for it to begin with. This is great for just about any small business, and that's because from my experience, at the end of a policy term, to get a bill for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, business owners don't like that. The unexpected is tough to deal with at times, and coming up with $10,000, $15,000 just at the snap of a finger is going to be somewhat difficult and can interrupt the business operations and mess with their cash flow. So that's why we always recommend to get on a pay-as-you-go program. Now, if your agent or broker has not mentioned this to you, or if your carrier that you're with does not offer this, you need to give us a call right away. We have almost all of our workers' comp policies on a pay-as-you-go program. All of the major workers' compensation carriers are offering this, so it's definitely something you need to take advantage of. If it's something you need help with or want a second opinion on, give us a call. Roberts Insurance Group here in downtown Canton, 678-250-8133.